First at 10, a full-blown investigation is now being conducted within the city of Toledo. This after a laid-off Toledo police officer was allegedly offered a job to possibly keep quiet after witnessing a city employee trying to steal a campaign sign. It was a story Fox Toledo broke earlier today. First at 4, Michelle Zepeda has been following this one. She's on assignment with where the situation stands.
This afternoon, I called the mayor's office to get a comment about one of their employees possibly removing a campaign sign from a laid-off TPD officer's yard. A city spokeswoman says the administration was unaware of the situation until my call, and now the chief of staff and the director of public service are investigating the situation. 11:30 Thursday night, a Toledo police officer still laid off from the force, who we've decided not to identify, says he saw someone trying to steal an Issue 1 sign from his yard. He confronted the person, who was dressed all in black, identified himself, and threatened to call 911.
I told her that night that I was a laid-off Toledo police officer, and she called me a liar. I asked who she was. She said she was my neighbor.
The sign was allegedly several feet from the street, and there is not a sidewalk in front of that officer's house. But the woman told him the sign was impeding a pedestrian's right-of-way and left. The next day, the officer says that neighbor came back and identified herself as Sue Frederick, Commissioner of Streets, Bridges, and Harbor for the city of Toledo. Frederick was the woman amid the controversial parking ticket story in the headlines months ago. Frederick allegedly proceeded to offer the laid-off officer a job in her division, he feels possibly to keep him from telling others about the incident.
And she said, what I need from you is your resume. I need you to give me your resume, and I'll forward that on to my boss, and we'll get it to Robert Reinbolt, and you'll have to sit down and have a face-to-face with Cardi, and we'll talk about seeing what we can get you through there.
I did some checking and did find out Sue Frederick does live in the same neighborhood as the laid-off officer, right across the street from him. Now the investigation will last a couple days. The mayor's spokeswoman tells me disciplinary action will be taken if the city determines there was wrongdoing by one of its employees. We will keep you posted. As for Sue Frederick, she did not return my calls today. On